Love, light, and blessings. This is Shamanic Arak Priestess here, and I wanted to make this video weeks ago, but it's been crazy. I made the trip to see my friend, and I was going through all the emotions of that. Plus, the kids are home from school. They're going to be starting school soon, closer to the ending of this month. So it's just been having the four kids. I have a 17-year-old, 15-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 4-year-old. So, it's a lot of stuff going on there. My oldest daughter's boyfriend's going away for college. So being supportive with that, and having a teenage son, and my 11-year-old's besides being 11 years old, he's also autistic, and then a regular 4-year-old that's hyper and all over the place, and she's a little tomboy, like she's just active and she likes to wrestle, and she just making sure she stays in one piece. And then my full-time job and my part-time job, and all these things. So it's been hectic. um, and things like that. So that's why I made a lot of videos like without my face in it, just like quick videos. But I really wanted to do this tarot tag reverse tarot video response to Tom Benjamin for two reasons. One of the main reasons was, and it's interesting, universe works in mysterious ways, because I was just thinking about that. I'm a new channel, I have just started this channel back in middle of June, and most of all it's been mostly positive, but I was a I was being targeted as well on here, and I had to block up like about 2 people. Very derogatory stuff. I never really replied to them or anything like that. And then I had watched a video that the Mystical Haven did as well, about trolls as well, and not feeding the trolls. And then I saw that everybody was doing this tag, and I was like, wow, like this all just one after the other. And I was like, I'm inspired for that, because I was like, I wish there was a way I could give that message. So and another reason is because there are a lot of great channels out there, and I just wanted to share that too. I also want to thank all my new subscribers. Very excited for all my new subscribers, for all my existing subscribers. Thank you for all your lovely comments, taking time out of your day to watch my videos and comment. It's very encouraging. It motivates me to make more videos, to continue to share my message. And so yes, without further ado, let's get into the reverse tarot video response to Tom Benjamin. I have a little disclaimer. I just discovered Tom Benjamin's channel through this tag, so I look forward to watching many more of your videos. Okay, so the first channel I'm going to mention is the Mystical Haven, which I discovered through another channel that I followed. And the Mystical Haven, I was a subscriber to her original channel, which was under Diane Jarecki. And I remember when I discovered her channel, just listening to her talk about the fact that she worked on a psychic hotline and the struggles of it and the rewards of it. And that's something I could relate to, because I also work for an online psychic site. And that was, once I saw that video, like I just started messaging her, and I was like, wow, that really resonates with me. And she knows the struggles, and love watching her video about how she met her husband. And I just love the rawness, the honesty that she conveys in her videos. I love watching anything that she makes, whether it's showing cards, whether it's talking about personal experience, whether it's talking about her love for essential oils, aromatherapy, holistic healings, health, like, her video about the environment, because she switched over to now her new channel, the Mystical Haven, and she talks about things that she's passionate about, nutrition and the environment. So I love that. I love watching her talk about her singing bowls and how she resonates with Buddhism, and how, she feels she's been feeling like witchy, and how she has a background in Wicca, and all these things, and listening to her about her stepchildren and her son and divorce, and suffering a loss. And I just appreciate that she shares so much of herself. She's very sincere. I don't know, I just see her as like a mentor to me. And I really appreciate her videos, and I hope that she continues to make her videos. And she's very encouraging. When I made a comment about, like, I love the community, and there's a lot of things I could relate to, but there's some things like they're different. And she's like, why don't you just make a channel? And I had been feeling to make a channel around that time. And universe used her to kind of like reaffirm that message. And I was like, I don't know if anybody is going to be interested in what I have to share, but she's always been so encouraging. And she was one of the first people that commented on my videos. And it was just so, like, I don't know, honoring, because I look up to her. I was like, wow, like, she actually took time to watch the video response that I created to her saying I should start a channel. So I love that. I want to thank you so much, Diane Jarecki, for not just your support on YouTube, but outside of YouTube. And I wish you many, many blessings. And I hope that you continue to share your messages with us. And I look forward to your spiritual growth and all the new things that you're learning. And hope you're having fun with the seashell divinations too. The next channel I'm going to mention is Two Spirit. And Two Spirit is the most kindest, gentlest spirit energy. I love his videos. I love watching his deck walkthroughs. I love his reactions. His unboxings are amazing. I love him talking about Buddhism, talking about crystals. I just love whatever videos he makes, and I think he's just so kind, and he really does watch, he really supports a lot of the YouTube channels I've seen, and takes time out of his day to make comments, and he's just very encouraging. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for all your support. I want to thank you for making such great videos, Two Spirit, and I hope that you continue to be a part of this community. Jilly Freeman, she is a survivor of severe depression. It is also something I can relate with her about. I also had a really bad episode 3 years ago where I had to get hospitalized for involuntary. I then healed and have been able to move forward, but I know she can relate to that. And a person who's had depression, and still suffers. There are days that are hard. I love her video about how to cope with that. I love her midweek Wednesday like wisdom or readings, midweek readings. I look forward to those. I love her calming energy. I love hearing about her Buddhism, her talk about spirit. I don't know. Jilly is like, I don't know, someone I could see myself, the same thing I feel like even with Two Spirit or Mystical Haven. Like, I could just have coffee or tea with them and just talk about tarot or metaphysical things. And even though her path and my path may be different in some ways, there's so much that she gives that I could relate to. And I love listening about different paths. I love listening to her. I don't know. She just has such a beautiful energy about her. I just love her videos. I love her, my favorite 100 things. Like, I really love listening to what she has to say, and sharing with us so much, like when her child left and the pain of, empty nesting. And she just shares a lot of her life with us. And I so appreciate that, Jilly. And I look forward to your future videos. After I make this video, I'm going to, sometime today, I'm going to actually be watching your Wednesday wisdom video that I didn't get to watch yesterday. So much love, light, and blessings to you. And then the next channel I'm going to mention is my first ever spiritual channel that I ever watched, was Carmen A. Scheid. And she doesn't do tarot. She does angel meditations. And I went through a time where I had really bad anxiety. About, I'm going to say 3.5 years ago, when I first started doing professional readings, I started doing her angel meditations, and she helped me to get into like chakras, because I didn't even know what chakras were. And She had a book, The Angel Bible, which I bought because she recommended it. And she kind of really got me into chakras and more of the new agey stuff. And even though I don't get to watch her channel as much anymore now, I really appreciate the impact that she's had in my life. My first tarot channel that I ever subscribed to was Truth and Story, Kelly. Congratulations on making your own Lenormand deck. I have watched her spiritual growth. The way that I discovered her channel was I was trying to expand my tarot collection, which I just started to expand maybe a little bit over a year ago, because I literally had like one tarot deck and that was my main deck for years. And I read with that one deck professionally. And now it's gone from 1 to like 29 tarot decks and 33 oracle decks. I had always had more oracle decks. I believe at the time I had one tarot deck and about between 10 and 13 oracle decks. I'm much pickier with tarot decks for some reason. So and a lot of decks that she may not have liked, I've actually added to my collection. So I like that she does reviews, and even if it's not a deck that she connects with, she does her reviews very respectfully. She'll give her like, I like this, not my art style. Like, she's very honest. But I love that she lets you draw your own conclusion. She shows you the cards. She speaks about, different things or symbolism, and she goes very in depth. And I highly recommend her channel for that. I used to be able to, haven't been able to now, especially since I've been working the second job. There's been a couple of her Saturday live stream. I love that she does that as well. She gets people in the community to talk about anything. Sometimes there's subjects in it. But I love that. She's the reason why I started putting crystals on top of my deck, my decks. I was like, oh, that's cool. I loved looking at her background and watching like how she would sort out her collection. She really helped me a lot with grief. She talked about a loss of her child. I lost a daughter. She was a baby when I lost her, but we talked about things like that. My loss has been about 11 years. My 11-year-old's twin sister. And so, watching those things, one of her recent videos was around the time that I was grieving that. Because when it comes to the anniversary month, it's still hard for me. It gets better and I can function every day, but just, around the time of the anniversary, it's always hard for me. Some years are harder than others. And she did a video on grief, and it really touched me because that's how I was feeling. And, letting us know that just because you're grieving doesn't mean you're not a winner, or doesn't mean that you're defeated, or doesn't mean that you're less than somebody who just seems to be handling it, quote unquote, better. So I really appreciate that, and I appreciate the passion that she has for her videos and answering questions and sharing about herself. So that cheeky, I just recently discovered your channel through Two Spirits in the Reverse Tarot Troll. I love your channel. I used to live in the South, and I don't know if I'm going to say South, but in the country, when I was with my youngest daughter's father. And he's a chicken farmer, and I'm a city girl. I was raised from the age of 5 and so on. Always lived in the city. And I was like, oh, I love the city. I love the city. And I hated when I got divorced. I relocated over there. Long story short, after a year of knowing her father, we started seeing each other, la la la. And he was so different, not just culturally, because I'm just very Caribbean and he's very like American, and, and just like I said, chicken farmer, and loves the country and hates the city. And he's younger, I'm older, you know what I mean? We're both different ethnicities. So it's just interesting, different lifestyle, but opposites do attract. And he just showed me a beautiful way of life. I mean, I started to appreciate bonfires and animals, and just see how like he's not a pagan, but I say like he lives very pagan lifestyle because he really, even when he hunts or when he like, would, take the life of a chicken or something to feed the family or whatever like that, or bring a deer, like I would actually see him praying and thanking the animal and trying to do it as humanely as possible. And he made me respect like gun laws, and like he just showed me a different way of a slower pace, a more community. Because when I first moved to the country at that time, people would say hi to me, and I'd be like, "Why are you talking? I don't know you like that. Like, you better not be looking at me like that." Like, I had this attitude because I'm like, I'm New York. Like, you don't be looking at me unless you have a problem. So, and he kind of just like showed me a whole new way of seeing things and seeing the world. And he saw me as a person. He made me see like, it's just so different. A lot of flaws that I didn't like about myself, he saw the beauty of it, and that Chiki just reminds me of a lot of people that I met when I lived in the country. And I love that she's so honest, she's so honest. You just remind me a lot of like, you're too young, of course, but like the energy that his mom's a young mom. She was a teen mom. So she was kind of young. She wasn't that far off my age, by the way. Um, she you remind me a lot of her. She's was just very blunt and very community based, and she loved her guns, and she'll put a gun in her purse and go outside and do her thing, and she would say what she feels. And it's just, I love that you're so honest, that Cheeky. I love your spooky stuff. I love your rants. I love when you just talk about how you feel. And I'm just so grateful to have found your channel, and you just remind me of a very happy period in my life. And I look forward to your future videos. I'm loving your chakra series. Keep those videos up. I just feel like you have a lot to share. And I love how creative you are. You made beautiful decks, which one day I will be purchasing. Your Lenormand deck, the military one. I want that one. So hopefully it'll still be available. Tarot Alchemist also is a channel that I discovered through the Reverse the Troll, through Two Spirits channel. I love your channel. I love your energy. I love how you greet when you make a video. I'm really, 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 really enjoying your videos that you've done on crystals. I'm enjoying your videos when you just talk about things. I haven't watched many of your videos, but I've been starting to kind of watch your videos, and I enjoy your passion for the Arthurian deck. It made me think about like, I have a soul deck too, so I'm not the only one that's like has a deck that like you just love the deck, and you have other decks, but that's just like your deck, and I love that. Love Robert Alvarez's videos and channel. I also discovered his channel through Two Spirits. I love Robert Alvarez, that you are so NYC. I'm a New Yorker too, from the Boogie Down Bronx. I'm also Latina, Boricua. You're Cubano. I love my coffee too, cafe con leche. So love watching your videos. I love when you like start saying Spanish stuff because I understand it, and I'm always like laughing. So I have to be careful I'm not drinking when I'm watching your videos, like drinking tea or coffee, because literally recently, like I literally spit out my coffee. Like, oh my god, I can't. Like you just remind me so much of New York City, which I live in Pennsylvania now. Not so much the country part, a little bit more of the city, if you want to say it's not a real city, that kind of thing. But it's a good place because I can get on a bus literally, and in less than 2 hours I am in Manhattan, New York. So that's the reason why I live on this part of Pennsylvania now. But because my family's still in New York, my family will not be leaving New York. I'm the only local that's outside of New York, that's lived in the country, that's lived in Germany when she was married, that that kind of stuff. But I just love that you remind me of New York. I'm a New Yorker at heart. Love your energy, Robert Alvarez. Love your raw honesty. I honestly do enjoy watching your videos, and I don't know what else to say. Another person that I want to mention too is Olive, the City Witch. Olive, the Windy City Witch. Olive, the Windy City Witch. One of my very first subscribers. I found her through a video tag. I believe it was the Creole Witch. I believe that's what it was. And we were talking about spiritualism and things like that. and she subscribed, and I subscribed to her channel. I love her channel. I love her growth spiritually. I love that she wants to embrace traditional witchcraft. And she also wants to learn, like, we both are in this path of learning more about our culture and our spirituality. She also did an ancestry video like I did. And it was eye-opening, you know, and I don't know. I love anything that she does. I know that she lives in the Windy City. She's also city like me. We have the same cultural background, a lot of things that we could relate to with our moms, and I just love her. And if you haven't found, like, ever seen any of her videos, she's Olive the Windy City Witch. She's great. And I don't know. I love your channel, Mama. I love your channel, and I love that you're like studying witchcraft. I'm also studying a lot of Yoruba, so we're both learning from each other. And when she puts a video, like, I'm one of the first people, like, I'm there, you know. So love her videos. And she's also very artistic and creative. I love how artistic she is, and things like that. Wildwood Woman, I think you're so sweet. You're so kind. I first discovered you when it was a video. It was like over a year ago. You probably see me under Traditional Lady, so I've commented on some of your videos, and I love how you were talking about Christianity and how your experiences and how you were afraid to do a meditation. It was a Doreen virtual meditation with your sister, and how, like, I've seen that evolution to where you didn't have a label and now you're like, I feel like I'm a witch. And so I've loved watching your spiritual evolution. The fact that you want to read full time professionally and trying to build a business, and you know, I love that stuff. I love how raw you are about, like, oh, I'm looking for love, and you know, you share a lot of yourself with us, and I so appreciate that. Love watching your Moonbox unboxing videos, and things like that. So thank you so much for sharing with us. Another channel that I want to mention is Elfin Tarot. Elfin Tarot, you are my hero and my inspiration. Thank you so much for making videos. You have so much going on in your own personal life that you shared with us, health issues and things like that. And no matter what you're going through, I don't know, you always smile, and you always, like, if somebody comments, you take time out of your day to comment back on their videos. And every time I listen to you, you have the most calming energy, and you inspire me to do better. You inspire me to push myself harder. I'm like, if Elfin Tarot can do it, I can do it, you know? And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for subscribing to my channel. That's how I discovered your channel. And for sharing your messages. Oh, and thank you so much for inspiring me to get the Vision Tarot deck, Vision Quest Tarot. I love the deck. It is, other than my soul deck, that is like number two right there, right? You know what I mean? That's like, I have my best friend and I have my very good close friend, and Vision Quest Tarot is my very good close friend. And you know, I just send you so much love, light, and blessings, and just thank you so much for your videos. Thank you so much for the messages you share, for the readings that you do, just for everything, Elfin Tarot. I just, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so very, very much. Another person I want to mention is Samantha Menso. Love your channel. Love that you're new to your path. I first discovered you when they were doing that My Spiritual Path tag, and you were talking about your mom being an aromatherapist and how you struggled with relationships and how you're in a good place now. And you know, I like watching your excitement. Everything's so new to you. Like, I love watching that. And I look forward to continuing to watch your spiritual growth. Lyndon Hurst, I love your channel. I discovered you through Kelly Truth and Story. And you inspired me to buy the Handsome Roberts deck. Loved your walkthrough of that. Love watching you do, like, planting things, showing your plants, you know, talking about your experiences, talking about things. I love your channel, sweetheart. And I'm sending you much love, light, and blessings. Madam Luna, love your witchy channel. I am a witchy channel watcher. Love witchy channels. Love your energy. You also, I love watching your evolution of how passionate you've become with the environment. Love watching the boxes you put together that you send out. Love your tools. You inspired me to be more of a crafty witch, and I so appreciate your videos. New Age Hipster, love your videos. Love that you're like, I'm a Christian witch, you know, and I don't care if that's controversial. You inspired me to get the Mother Mary Oracle deck. Love the video you have on that. And love your 80s vibe. I just love your channel, and I thank you so much for sharing your messages. And I love that you're honest and you're sweet and you're kind and you give off a beautiful light, you know, and yeah. And last but not least, invoking the elements. Love your witchy channel. Love your honesty. Love your rawness. Love listening to anything that you put out there. I so enjoy your videos. I know you're busy with school and things like that, but love your channel as well. And thank you so much, Tom Benjamin, for putting out this tag. It is so beautiful to acknowledge and thank the people that you're meeting along the way and the channels and things like that. So if I didn't mention your channel, it was probably by accident or maybe because I haven't subscribed to it yet. I'm pretty new to the spiritual community. I've only discovered like tarot channels a little bit over a year ago, like last July, so maybe 13 months ago. So there's a lot of more channels I have yet to discover. So much love, light, and blessings. Thank you to all my subscribers. I love you guys so very, 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 very much. I just discovered a couple of more channels, and I'm going to be watching their videos. So much love, light, and blessings. Thank you. Bye.